Hi and welcome to the Cult TV Sofa. This is a reaction video for the third episode of Season 3 of Buffy the Vampire Slayer called Faith, Hope and Trick. You can check out the full reaction for this video on my Patreon channel. Check out the link in the description below. Last time we saw Buffy's mum being all happy because Buffy returned home. Buffy went out and bumped into her friends who were still trying to keep the vampire numbers low in Buffy's absence. Principal Snyder refused to let Buffy back into the school, as he does. Buffy was meant to meet up with Willow, but she didn't turn up, which obviously brought Buffy down a bit. Whilst looking for some things in the cellar, the basement, Buffy found a dead cat, which she and her mum promptly buried in their garden. Buffy's mum had brought back an old mask from her work, which seemed to have demonic powers and brought the cat back to life, as it does. Whilst Giles investigated why the cat came back, the others arranged a big party at Buffy's, when they'd been actually invited for a quiet meal as a group. With the party in full swing, Buffy tried to talk to her friends, but it became clear that they were avoiding talking to her. Buffy started to pack again, seemingly to leave, but Willow and her mother found her and decided now was the best time to thrash everything out. Unbeknownst to them, the mask was drawing a zombie army to the house, who gatecrashed the party and attacked the partygoers. Even zombies like to party. Seeking refuge in the bedroom upstairs, Joyce's friend had been attacked and died, and the mask then brought her back to life. She put the mask on, making her basically queen of the zombies. Buffy managed to fight and defeat her, but hitting her in the eyes, causing all of the zombies to disappear, and the friends started to heal the problems between them. And also Giles threatened Snyder to let Buffy back into the school. So let's see what happens in this episode. I'm going to put any relevant trivia that I find over here, and at the end of the reaction I'll be discussing what happened and my thoughts about it. And I'm going to start it in 3, 2, 1. Looks like Willow's feet.
I'm giddy.
Oh, I like you giddy.
Recognise those feet anywhere.
As seniors, we can go off campus now for lunch. It's no longer cutting. It's legal.
Oh, I never quite know how the school systems work and all the different names that they have. I've looked at this before. So I think seniors are the last year. So in the UK, I think it would be the equivalent of the sixth form that we have. So yeah, it looks like they have more what's the word? Freedoms, basically, as a senior to leave the campus and things, whereas everyone else has to, once they're at school, they stay at school.
What if they change the rule without telling? What if they're lying in wait to arrest me and throw me in detention?
You might lose your job as a teacher.
Ah, Buffy and food.
I take it she's still not allowed back at school. She's made some food for them, literally just off the school grounds by the looks of it. So that's why Willow was having that thing about leaving the school grounds. But I thought Giles had fixed it.
All right, prepare to uncouple. Uncouple. Don't you and your mom have a meeting with Principal Snyder?
We're seeing Snyderman tomorrow. Ooh, Scott Hope at 11 o'clock. But I think you're ready now.
Don't think she is.
Or to do that thing with your mouth that boys like. Oh, I didn't mean the bad thing with your mouth.
Kissing them on the cheek, obviously.
Hi, Buffy.
Hi. I think that went very well. He didn't try to slit our throats or anything.
Bonus.
Well.
Oh, you want a date? I saw that half smile, you little slut. Ow.
Yeah. Yeah, a friendly hit from the Slayer is still going to hurt. But he deserved that. It's too soon for a date. You wouldn't get a limo. You wouldn't get a limo around the drive-throughs around where I live. You could barely get a car around the corners and things that they have. And I've got a small car.
Sunnydale, gotta stand up and salute that death rate. And ain't nobody saying boo about it.
Well, that's interesting. So it looks like they've done research. I can't see who the other guy is. Obviously, he's been kept in the dark on purpose. But he's done research into uh, places in America. Obviously, Sunnydale has one of the highest death rates, and he said no one's doing anything about it. So it's obviously out there and it's recognised that Sunnydale is a dangerous place to live, but nothing happens about it. That's interesting.
We're here for one thing. Kill the Slayer, yeah.
I'm going to rip her spine from her body, and I'm going to eat her heart and suck the marrow from her bones.
What's wrong with just saying hello? I mean, some people these days.
No, I'm hungry.
Oh. I'll have him to go, please. Well, it is a drive-through takeaway, and he did drive through, and he did take away. So somebody else turning up to kill the Slayer. Get in line. We haven't seen the Bronze for a while.
I miss you.
That was a bit weird. David Boreanaz has been in every episode so far, literally just for 10-15 seconds, I think. Whenever he gets paid for the full episode, how much he gets paid for being in that, because that's a good deal. If he's getting paid a fair bit just for a few minutes work, fair play. That's where the sword went through.
Oh God, Angel!
Go to hell!
I think you beat her to it.
I did.
So, are these just nightmares, or are they sort of Slayer prophetic dream things? Although they're not very prophetic, I don't know what they'd be showing her. But yeah, that kind of proves she's not ready to date if she's still having dreams and feelings like that. She's not going to be a good place for another relationship at the moment. The ring. She put on a necklace. That way she can
Morning, sunshine. Ready to face the beast.
That way she can kind of wear it but hide it at the same time. Partly makes sense.
That you provide in writing one glowing letter of recommendation from any member of our faculty who is not an English librarian.
I spoke with the school board, and according to them...
I'm required to educate every juvenile who is not in jail where she belongs.
He sounds neutral.
It's the mayor on line 1.
You can see from his reaction that's not a phone call he's looking forward to. So again, that implies that it's in, well, the mayor's interest that Buffy's not in school and not involved in stuff. That's how I read that. It's been a few things that have pointed to it being good that Buffy's not there. Yeah.
Have you ever noticed, though, when he is mad but he's too English to say anything, he makes that weird cluck-cluck sound with his tongue?
Hi, Giles.
Okay, Kathleen, huh?
And we need to make sure that he remains dormant, so I'm working on a binding spell.
Big fight. Angel got the pointy end of the sword. Kathleen sucked him into hell instead of the world. That's about the it.
Has she not told them that he came back? The way that was worded, it's like she calls him Angel, but I still think of him as Angelus. Well, actually no, she did kill Angel, so maybe that's actually her wording there was on purpose by mistake. But the way she's saying it's like she killed Angelus, he went into the vortex, and that was it. It's like she hasn't told them what happened. No, we'll see. Plus the way she's avoiding everything and leaving.
Well, you know, I tried the spell to cure Angel, and I guess that was a bust.
So she didn't even tell him about that?
Are you mad at me?
No, of course not, no. If I were, I would be making a strange clucking sound.
kind of dancing is that guy doing?
Don't let me interrupt.
As she does.
Hi, Scott. What are you doing here?
You told me if I came after 8, I could run into Buffy. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna go stand by the dance floor. If you change your mind, you can mosey on over, and then if not, then you don't mosey. No harm, no foul, right?
Seems like a nice guy.
Come on, Buffy. I mean, the guy is charmed.
Right. That actually makes more sense now. I've just thought it through. So yeah, she hasn't told them that he changed back. So they think she killed Angelus. So all the time before she killed him, she was getting over Angel. And they think she just killed the evil version of him and that's it. She's kind of moved on. But he came back at the end. Her love came back. She had to kill him. And obviously that's why her emotions are all up. We know that. They don't know that. So that makes a lot more sense now. Why hasn't she told them? Because that's a huge part of why she left. So that seems a bit weird, but that makes sense.
I just don't think I'm ready.
What's stopping you?
Check out Slutorama and her disco date. What was the last thing that guy danced
Yeah,
with?
what
Casey
is
and the
that?
Sunshine Band?
Oh, vampire. Yeah, he's a vampire, isn't he? She's done that before. She spotted someone wearing like 70s dress.
I don't think that guy thrives on sunshine.
Yeah, and she just obviously recognised him as a vampire from the dated way he dressed.
Hi.
Oh.
No, I have to.
She's moseying out, not moseying to you.
I have to go.
You're Buffy, right? I'm Faith.
I'm gonna go on a limb and say there's a new Slayer in town.
Okay. Few things from that short little bit. So, I didn't think when Kendra was killed, like when Buffy was killed, that triggers a new Slayer to be, what would be the right word? Not generated or created, but unleashed. Didn't think about that. So she's the new Slayer. I've always been honest when I've known things. I have seen pictures of her with the cast, so I know. And I think her name's Faith. I've seen that. I haven't seen. I don't recognise the actress. I've seen her in. I know she's been in a few shows. I can't remember her name. What did I see her in? True Calling, I think. But I think I watched a few episodes of it. I never really got into it. I can't really remember it. But I think she was in that. Like I say, I can't remember her name. Like I say, I'll always be honest about stuff like that. So I have seen her, pictures of her. But yeah, I didn't know who she. Did I know who she was? Don't think I knew who she was. So that's quite cool. It's another Slayer. Yeah, Kendra. she's under the carpet, gone very quickly. On to the next one.
And I'm sleeping without a stitch on. And all of a sudden I hear the screaming from outside. So I go tearing out, stark nude, and this church bus has broke down. And there's this...
Xander's perked up. Probably more ways than one.
Wow, they should film that story and show it every Christmas.
Isn't it crazy how slaying just always makes you hungry and horny?
Well, sometimes I crave a non-fat yogurt afterwards.
She's very honest.
But why were you called here?
Well, I wasn't. My watcher went after some retreat thing in England, and so I skipped out. So, V, did you really use a rocket launcher one time?
Okay, so she knows about things that Buffy's done, and she knows about Buffy. So that implies that her watcher has told her. Why do we never see the other watchers? You think they'd go with them to these places. So yeah, they've told her about Buffy, and I would assume the Hellmouth. Yeah, it's interesting.
Okay, the thing must have been 12 feet long, and
So, was this, also naked?
Your girlfriend's sitting next to you.
No, you both kill vamps, and who could blame you? But I'm wondering about your position on werewolves.
Oz is a werewolf.
Well, might be a good idea to find out her position on werewolves before saying that Oz is a werewolf. Because, yeah, might go the wrong way.
There's a Watchers retreat every year in the Cotswolds.
That's near where I live.
It's a great honor to be invited. Also, I'm told.
Oh. Why isn't he invited?
This new girl seems to have a lot of zest.
Good way of putting it.
The Bruns. You're friends with Buffy, right?
Yeah, I'm Faith.
I'm Scott. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Oh, she moving in on him.
Mr. Trick, talk to me.
So is that the guy in the car? I know he is, but the other guy.
We stay local, where the humans are jumping and the cotton is high, but we live global. I mean, you know, you get the hankering for the blood of a 15-year-old Filipina, and I'm on the net and she's here the next day. Express air.
Blood home delivery.
Rumor has it that this town already has a Slayer, which makes 2.
She's going to pay for what she did to me.
Oh. They're after the other one. Faith. So they followed her there because she's blinded him and injured him. That's cool.
Food's here, boys.
You guys order?
I really like the way they're using the fast food analogy as fast food for the vampires. So they're delivering, there's the burgers at the burger place, pizza delivery, but they're actually delivering themselves. I really like that.
Slayer 2. Isn't that interesting? Do you like it?
God, I love it.
I like this girl, Buffy. She gets along with my friends, my watcher, my mom. Look, now she's getting along with my fries.
Does anybody else think Faith is creepy?
No, but I'm the one getting single white femaled here.
Well, there's some things I'd be happy to see you share, like the slaying. I mean, 2 of you fighting is safer than 1.
Yeah, of course she's going to feel that way.
Unless, I mean, you heard her, she loves the slaying.
She could do it instead of Buffy.
Mom, the only way you get a new Slayer is when the old Slayer dies.
Oh.
Then that means you. When did you die? You never told me you died.
No, it was just for a few minutes.
Oh, I hate this. I hate your life. I don't want you to die.
It sounds like they've told us some stuff, but they haven't. If you're going to tell her, you want to tell her everything. There's no point giving her half the story.
I've got all the help I can stand.
She packs it away, doesn't she?
Well, I may not sleep in the nude and wrestle alligators.
Maybe it's time you started, because obviously something in your bottle needs uncorking.
I'd watch the episode. But never got much hope against 2 of them.
Faith, stake him already and give me a hand!
For Conquistos we live. Conquistos you'll die!
Faith! Oh!
So she's not a team player. She's just pounding into them, not staking them, moving on to the rest of them. And she's leaving Buffy in danger. Although, to be fair, from what they've said, Buffy's different in that she has friends who help her. So I think most of the Slayers are trained to work alone and to fight alone and to rely on themselves. So there's that. Where the vampires go? Just stake me already!
The job is to slay demons, not beat them to a bloody pulp where their friends corner me.
I thought you could handle yourself.
That's not good.
Focused on the slaying. She doesn't have a whole other life here as you do.
She doesn't need a life. She has mine. She nearly got us both killed. The girl needs help.
guidance.
They're 8 hours ahead now. Means they're probably sitting down to a nightcap.
Why wasn't he invited? Is it because Buffy died and she's no longer the official Slayer, so he's not an official Watcher? But he's still in contact with them. I don't quite know. I don't understand. I feel like I missed something.
The one that nearly bit me mentioned something about kissing toast. He lived for kissing toast.
You mean Kakistos?
Is that bad?
I'm guessing yes.
It means the worst of the worst. It's also the name of a vampire so old that his hands and feet are cloven.
Okay, he was a vampire. I thought he was a demon of some kind.
I think he and Faith are connected.
Okay, you get England on the phone. I'm gonna talk to Faith, see if khaki trousers rooms.
Kakistos.
Khaki trousers.
I've given a lot of thought. Some might say too much thought to how I might be a part of your life.
A little bit weird way of putting it.
Maybe at the Buster Keaton Festival playing on State Street all this weekend.
I think it might be time to see a little more.
Oh, I got you a little present. A guy in the retro shop said that it represents friendship. You like?
Oh. That is literally the worst thing he could have bought.
I can't do this.
I get the message.
Are you alright?
Oh, seems like a nice guy, and he was doing all the right things, but obviously he just doesn't know Buffy's past, and actually the right things were the absolute wrong things, and so she's absolutely not ready for a relationship.
Her watcher's dead.
Oh. How?
Cloven guy. Goes by the name Kakistos.
Oh, that got a reaction.
What'd he do to you?
It's what I did to him. All right?
Oh, she's leaving.
I can help.
You can mind your own business. I'm the one who can handle this.
Well, that looks like she was running away from him, basically. She's come here, and now she knows that kissing Khaki, whatever his name was, has turned up. She's running away again. So not quite all the bravado that she says she has. Shown.
Like you took care of your watcher?
The Kakistos kill.
Killed her, didn't he?
Right.
What now?
That's just the body. Yeah.
Faith.
So this guy's so old that his hands have become cloven, they said? And feet? And we did see he had, like, pointy hands like that. How does that happen? That's a bit weird. Okay. They're not getting their security deposit back.
Faith, what happened?
She looks scared.
Saw what he did to her. What he was gonna do to me. And I ran.
Faith, first rule of slang. Don't die.
Good rule.
He drove us here.
But yeah, there are two of them.
Don't die!
Well, she is going to die if she doesn't buck her ideas up. Those things, this cloven hand he's got must hurt, but he's hit him.
If we don't do something, the master could get killed. Well, the birds are with him.
A bit like what? She can't get through.
I guess you need a bigger stake, Slayer.
That's a bit like what Spike did when Buffy and Angel were Angelus were fighting in the last episode of season 2, when Spike said, "Oh, he's gonna kill her," and he just went, "Oh," and then walked off. That's kind of what that other vampire just did. So this vampire is so old that even the stake isn't getting through. Oh! That one is 40 demons.
You hungry? Starved.
Are they horny?
Faith is to stay here indefinitely. I'm to look after you both until a new watcher is assigned.
Oh, okay.
Angel was cured.
Right.
When I killed him. Your spell worked at the last minute, Will.
that's going to make Willow probably feel awful. Because it was kind of... It's the... Buffy had done it all without the spell. It's the spell that made it, well, the curse, that made it all so bad because she had to kill Angel. I know, obviously, it's not her fault, but she's going to feel awful.
So I told him that I loved him. And I kissed him. And I killed him.
She needed to get that off her chest.
I don't know if that helps with your spell or not, Giles. I've been holding on to that for so long.
Yeah.
Felt good to get it out.
There is no spell.
So he knew something was still up with Buffy. There was something she hadn't told them. So he was pushing her to get the information out of her. Not to force her to tell her, but so that she would eventually tell them what happened, so she could release that from herself, so that she could feel better. I think that makes sense. That does mean what's going to happen to the Cattler? Can't really call him. Where is the statue, or whatever it was? Where they put it? Somewhere out the way where it can't be used again?
Wow, if I knew I was going to go on this long, I probably would have brought some water. What I'm trying to say is...
I think you left it too late.
Pretty much love to go with you.
So, by getting that off her chest to Willow and Giles, she feels a little bit more like she can move on a bit now. But I think she's left it too late. I mean, they're barely friends by the looks of it. He's been trying to ask her out, and it's been so complicated, stressful, and weird even before they've even started going out, which is obviously going to set warning alarms off in his head as far as the relationship goes with her. So, yeah, oh dear.
I don't know, Buffy. I'm really gonna have to think about this. Okay, you know what? I thought about it, and I'm in. When do you want to go?
Okay. Okay. Well, I still think she's not ready, but so he does seem like a nice guy. Does that mean he's a really bad guy? That's normally what it means. Is that where she killed him?
Goodbye.
She is letting go. So leaving the ring, so symbolically cutting the ties. He's back. Who's back? Well, looks like Angel, but the music sounded Angelus. So, why is he back? Her putting the ring down where he died? I don't know, but obviously that ring is a bond between them. He came back exactly where he died and where the ring was left. Oh, I don't know. It looked like some sort of portal opened and he sort of fell through it, but I don't understand why. Good episode. So we have a new Slayer who seems to be staying this time. Well, for a bit anyway. And Giles is going to be her watcher as well. Yeah, sorry, I was thinking it all through. So, yeah. Angel or Angelus is back. I say, the way he looked, Angel always had this... don't know how to put it. Right, this might offend a load of you, I apologise. But he always had these kind of puppy dog look to him when he was being emotional with Buffy. I hope you kind of know what I mean. I kind of know what I mean. He didn't have the stern look that Angelus normally has, but so the music was very much ominous and bad music. So don't know. I mean, he's been in Hell Dimension, so who knows? Well, he was naked as well, so who knows what they've been doing to him. Um, so yeah, yeah. So it's one of those ones where there's so much going on in my head at the moment. I can't get any information out. My mind is blown by what's happened in the episode. Um, so yeah, I think I'm going to leave it there because I can't think of anything else to say at the moment. The words aren't coming out. So let me know what you thought about this one in the comments below, and I shall see you for the next episode, which I might watch now because I want to know what happens. Be seeing you.